Today in Cannabis News, a new study indicates an increase in adolescent cannabis vaping consumption and experiences with adverse effects in North America. A U.S. federal court will soon rule on a case involving transporting cash from a legal cannabis business through an illegal state. And in an initial decision, a Texas state judge sustains the prohibition on Delta-8 THC. It's Wednesday, October 27th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, according to a latest study released in JAMA Pediatrics, cannabis vaping by adolescents increased from 2013 to 2020. The research looked at 17 projects, assessing about 200,000 children and teenagers that were performed across Canada and the U.S. When contrasted with younger groups, high school senior teens were shown to be vaping cannabis at the highest rates. In 2018, 1 in every 3 senior year teens confirmed cannabis vaping. The National Institute on Drug Abuse has stated that the cannabis of today is much more potent than it used to be, in comparison to the about 4% THC cannabis common in the 1990s. Teenage cannabis consumption has been related to decreased academic success and a higher risk of dropping out of school, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Furthermore, the CDC advises that adolescent cannabis consumption has been linked to a range of mental health problems in teens, such as depression or anxiety, or even psychosis.
Next up, a U.S. federal court will soon rule on if cash from Missouri's legalized medicinal cannabis market may be seized if it's transferred across Kansas to another state. According to the Topeka Capital Journal, Embryo Logistics is battling with federal prosecutors over money taken from medicinal cannabis businesses in Kansas City, Missouri, headed for a financial institution in Colorado before intervention from a Dixon County, Kansas sheriff. The suit emphasizes the regulatory ambiguities that arise when cannabis is allowed in some states but banned within federal statute. The cash can be taken according to prosecutors who cite statutes prohibiting the production and sale of illicit substances. In court documents, Imperial claims that the cash had nothing to do with the distribution of illicit substances. The funds were earned, according to the company, and are lawful under Missouri state law, and tacitly or affirmatively allowed by the action of the United States federal government.
Last up, while a court case is being processed, a Texas judge has determined that the state's restriction on hemp items with over 0.3% Delta-8 THC can stay in force. Hometown Hero, a cannabis firm, brought a case upon the Texas Department of State Health Services last week, alleging that the agency wrongfully reworked its hemp rules this month to expressly forbid items containing more than minute levels of THC compounds apart from Delta-9. The plaintiff's appeal for a temporary restraining order on the state was denied by the court. Following that, the company said it will suspend selling specific items as it awaits a hearing on November 5th on a more serious temporary injunction on the state.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts, like Cash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation, wherever you get your podcasts. For Trichomes.com, I'm RJ Ball.
And I'm Devin Leal. Have a great day.